Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. We are going to go to the cheapest place to buy some fly fishing equipment, Walmart. Some call it the Walls Mart. Uh, and we're going to show you that fishing is affordable for those people that think they want to go fly fishing, but they're like, oh, it's too expensive, it's too hard, I don't know. But if you like hiking, if you like biking, if you like the outdoors, if you like camping, if you like doing, you know, jumping in a lake or river, then you're halfway there. So we're gonna take you to Walmart. We're gonna find the cheapest setup that you can get to get started up immediately, and then we'll go up to one of the lakes. We're in southern Utah, so the first fly fishing videos and catching fish are probably going to be around the rivers and ponds and lakes and stuff like that around. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we are at Walmart to get our fly fishing set up very cheap. I'm not saying don't go to nice expensive places. They have better rods that are lighter and easier to use and stuff like that. I'm just saying you don't need to spend a lot of money to start fly fishing, which everybody thinks. So we're in the Walmart fishing section. So let's go see what they have down here. They have a little section that's a fly fishing section with very affordable everything in every Walmart in every town. So you can travel and forget something. So this is it. Most everything is made by Fair Play. And here are the outfits. Okay, so we got a Silver Stream that has a setup just like that one for $44. And it is large arbor. I think it's small arbor. That's small arbor. And it comes with a couple of flies that don't look like they're that good to use anyway. And then we have 59 Fair Play, which comes with the whole setup. 5/6 floating. You want floating line. You don't want sinking until you're really good. And I'm good, and I still don't use my sinking line that much. Let's see. It'll tell you the poundage, the weight, all that stuff, which is fine. And then for 94, there's an actual. Okay, this is large arbor, so that's large. The other one's small arbor. Large arbor, I believe, when I use, it seems like I have less tangle-ups because it doesn't wrap the line as tight, but it is what it is. That's an 8-foot, 5-weight. I like large arbor, and so I'm gonna spend a little more. So I'm spending a little more. So you can start with 44, or you can go to pawn shop and get one for even less probably, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. And we're gonna see what this can do. 5-weight. That's a 5/6 weight. They're all pretty much the same. They're set up for bass and trout. That's all you need to know. Alright, so that's in. Okay, the second thing you want to do is how you gonna land the fish. So we got a little one of these for $7. And we got these, which is nicer on the fish's skin, for $23. We got old school wood looking one for $14. This one's kind of too small. Let's see. This is the kit we're getting. So the leather thing is to keep the line straight if it gets all twisty and tangly and knotty. There's also an extractor with a clipper, so you don't have to chew on your line, and then it's got a little needle for the eye, because when they make flies there's usually glue in the eye of the fly. And then obviously we have the forceps, which is very important, so you don't have to shove your finger in and kill the fish by breaking its gills trying to get a hook out. You just put that in, pull the hook out, let the fish be free. So that's in. Now we need a necklace or a chest pack to put stuff on. We don't have to worry about leaders and tippets. We might get a tippet for the hell of it. because I don't think this, let's see, this comes with alignment DOS, composite core candle, diecast, 90 foot, fly line backing, tapered leader, so it doesn't come with tippet. So tapered leader brings it down to a small end, and then tippet is the teeny end that you have maybe 3 foot, 4 foot that lays on the water that the fish can't see because it's so teeny. So we can go, we're gonna get some 3 and we're gonna get some 6. So we're gonna get the smallest and then we're gonna get the thickest. Okay, so these are $5.42 a piece. We're gonna need a streamer for going in the water, which these look good. Always get bead heads so they sink, because you're probably gonna have floating line like me. We're gonna need poppers in case we hit bass. Yellow is always a good color, but we'll try green and brown and stuff. And then you're gonna need some nymphs. Okay, that should do okay. You're gonna need some dry flies, which these look pretty okay. These look good. It's got a Griffiths nymph, which is a bunch of gnats mating in the air. They make a clump. And those look alright. Okay, so we got our flies. Now we need strike indicators. We'll just use these so I can show an example. $2.96. We need a fly box. I'm sure you can find cheaper ones. And that smaller one's the same price. I just don't get it, man. I don't understand. Maybe everything's in bad spots. Okay, that's it. Now all we need is a net and we are good. So let's go. They have those nets and then they have one over here. Okay, this is 18. It folds up. It's a stowaway net for hiking and stuff. This will work. Okay, we're getting this. Okay, that's all. We'll add it up when we get home. It's $278.16, which if you've already bought a rod and you already fish, you already know that's not too much money on a whole setup. And you don't have to. You could have a Camelback. You could buy one at a 5 and dime store, fly rod. You might already have this stuff from your other fishing kit. You don't really need those if you use a basically a big fly that floats really good, which, you know, we'll show you all that stuff later. You might even have 6x or 3x line already, like teeny fishing line that you can use instead of buying these. This is the tippet. This goes on, so it goes fly line, it goes tapered leader, and then it goes tippet, which goes smaller, 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 smaller. That's the way that rolls. You might even have a place to put hooked flies on. You might just want to start with a hat that you already have and hook, you know. A lot of times when you hook them, they're hard to get out of your hat, but whatever. You might have a hat that's different. You might already have sunscreen. You do need dry fly spray because it really helps. And you won't have fly spit. Pretty much you probably already have a net. This one I got because it is long enough to get a long fish in there, and it folds enough to go shoot. You can put it in the back of your pants, whatever. But that is pretty much it. This is all you need to start off with. So if you have all those other stuff, then you probably already cut the price in half. Most expensive was the fly rod. The reason why I'm doing this is after I get 10,000 views and 100 subscribers or whatever, I'm going to package this up and do a drawing and give it away. Okay, so we got the fly rod. We got the case that's going to hold everything, our flies, and it'll also, this stuff will hook to it too. There's also strike indicators, and which I'll show you. You put it on the end of the line, so if something hits it, you can see it move, and you know you have a fish on it. You've got a place to put all your hooks, and this is your basic start. And you don't even need this many, but streamers are very good, you know, for going deeper. And then you have these streamers, which are actually, those are poppers. Those are for bass, which will be a lot of fun. When I find some bass, we'll use those. And then nymphs. These are teeny stuff in the water, which I will show you. And then we got some assorted dry flies. So it looks like a Royal Coachman. We'll play with that stuff. Don't worry about names. There's a million different names. Who cares about names? Right now we're just looking at the color, the size, and the shape, and whether it's in the water, above the water, or on the water. So we will get to that. Perfect. I like to put everything in a backpack or something so that I don't lose stuff. Nothing sucks worse than going to a spot and forgetting something. And then you're going to want probably shorts and probably some old shoes for now. Don't worry about spending a lot of money. Okay, so now everything is in the pack, and now I'm going to pull out the rod because we have to take it out of the box, and I'll show you how to line up a fly rod. Well, set it up. Okay, so it said 4-piece, 8 foot, 8 foot. Okay. Now we have to figure out how to get this off without making a mess. Okay. This is the bottom. So line it up with the hook holder. Oh, they have dots anyway to match up. That's perfect. Cool. Okay, this will be easy. They used to not have dots, now they got dots. Okay, so where's the dot? Dot to the dot. Okay. Dot to the dot. Don't push it on too hard, but don't not push it on too hard. Put a fine line. You don't want to break the rod. Okay. It looks like it was returned. It's got a little tangle there. It looks like a return. That's okay. Not a big deal. Unless it doesn't work. Okay, so left to right. Put this in the hole. There's a little seat for it, and then open it up wide enough to get the back in the hole, and then you have to find the hole in the back one. Turn it until it's there. Okay. Now screw the first one. Wiggle it a little. Wiggle it a little. Make it tight. Now take the back one up. And that's gonna keep the front one from unscrewing. Now we have to find the end of the string, whoever did this. Okay, that's lucky. We got it. And I was right, it's all tangled up. Somebody returned it. I'll show you what stops that too. What stops that is holding the string in the front for pulling, and in the back when you reel it in, so it keeps the string tight. Okay. And now we've got to kind of be careful and figure out how to keep it from tangling up some more. Till we get that loose stuff. when it does this, you see it's still a little tangled. Pull it out till you find the tangle, and that string's still really loose. So take it till it's not loose. That's why it's tangled. I don't know, maybe they did this at the factory, but it's still not the best. You can still see that tangle right there. It's not even a tangle, it's just kind of needs to be fixed. So that's fixed, and now it's still loose, and now it's kind of tight now. So now I'm going to hold it with my finger. So when I reel it in, it's tight. Don't reel it loose like everybody does when they catch a fish and they just reel it in like a dum-dum. We'll call it a dum-dum. First, the tension on the drag. But I like it when it clicks when I pull it out. And this one doesn't have a switch that does that, but whatever, who cares? It's still nice. Okay, so what I usually do is, this is the fly line. The backing's in there, you can see it's white. And then the fly line's attached. And then this is the tippet. So it looks like they just put the loop through and pulled the string through. And see? So you can actually pull all the string through and then pull this loop off and it'll go right through. So they put the loop through the hole and then put the string through the other hole. So instead of playing with the string, but this is called a tapered leader because it's thick, and then it tapers and tapers and tapers until it's teeny, which you can fish with, but the more you break it off and change flies, the less tapered leader you have. So a lot of people put tippets on, which is usually this size or smaller, so the fish can't see it or movement in the water. Tied on the end of the line, usually have about 4 feet maybe. And then when you use all that up to about a foot, you take it off and do another one. Okay, but when I go through the eyes, I like to make it easy. So I'll take the fly line and I'll kind of do that, pinch it a little, and then we will go through them. Pull some extra out and go through it. It's easier to see fly line than mono, than see-through line, we'll call it. I'm gonna try and do this like it's my first time, so I don't go as fast and as complex as all these other guys that are confusing. And there it is. Now we're through. Now we got the string. I'm not gonna put on tippet yet. We're gonna make this first fishing trip easy. So I'm only gonna use up about that much of the tapered leader, which is fine. So let's say we need a fly. We will start with something fun. I like top flies, but I'm guessing they're gonna be after nymphs unless they're rising. We'll do a top fly anyway, just to screw with them. So we'll do that. If the string doesn't go through the eye, it's because they put too much glue and it covered the eye, and that is what this is for. So this goes in the eye. Makes it so you can put the string through. Put it through. And I don't get too complex. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 5. And then you take that string and you go through the string loop. And if you want to, you can go through the main loop to make it even better. Which then I'll hold this with my teeth and I'll pull the fly and this string. Okay. Hold that tight. Make sure it's good. Then we will take this and clip it not too close, or if it pulls, the knot will come out. That's about it. Then what I'll do is I will hook it on here. I'm not going to put any dry fly fluid on it yet, but I'll put it on the hook holder. I will hold the string tight so it doesn't get loose like it was. Reel it in. If it comes out too easy, I'll just tighten it for packing and moving. Reel it up tight, and that's ready to go. Okay, we'll put this down and put this away. Don't want to ruin my legs on some of my stuff, but my little popper legs are poking out. I'll put this back. I will keep everything organized, because when you're in a hurry you need to know exactly where everything is, otherwise it gets messy. Stuff starts falling out, words start swearing. That's pretty it. Okay, when I pack it, a lot of times I'll leave the fly on it. I'll stick it in the cork, and then I'll undo it like this. Take off one, take off two, the hook's still in it. Let me put it in the cork so it doesn't come out. I'll put it way over here. Put it in there pretty good so it doesn't go anywhere. Then I'll keep undoing these carefully. And then what I'll do is I'll figure out how to get these situated to where I can hold the bottom with my string. See, I'm holding that string so it doesn't get loose. And then I'll just keep tightening it up until all the string on all the stuff is tight, 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 as good as it can get without getting everything tangled. And there it is. It's still ready to pull out, put the rod together, and then my dry fly. So if I see something rising, I will hit it immediately, because a lot of times a fish will rise. I'll get my stuff together and I'll hurry and throw it out there. Not too fast so you don't hit a tree and get tangled and stuck. But a lot of times what I think is the fish will attack a bug and maybe snip it in half or something, because they usually go right back up and make sure they got everything, or they look at it. I think because every time they do that and I hurry and flip it out there, they get my fly. And so maybe there were two flies up there. I don't know what they're looking for, but that's the way it works. Okay, so now I'm going to put this in so it is ready to go. Watch the hook so you don't stick yourself. Notice it's in the back and not in there getting stuck on something. It's just right in there, nice and secure. Carefully slide it in. And now you're ready to go. So now we can put it in here. We can put our chest pack in here. We got our sunglasses in here. These are polarized so you can see the fish. And if you don't worry about it. You can sneak up on them. But you gotta realize, if they can see you, if you can see them, they can see you. So a lot of times you'll have to get on your knees and sneak up behind a bush and then carefully cast. If you're up on a hill looking at the river, you see the fish, then go around like you're deer hunting, sneak up behind a bush, cast it over and get it. Especially if it's a teeny stream. They get pretty skittish. But that is it. We're ready to go.